The circulatory system consists of three main components. First, the heart. Heart plays a major role because it is a pumping organ of our system. It acts as a motor. Like there is a motors for water pumping. Like our system has also a motor called heart. These heart are made up of specialized cells called cardiac muscles. The blood vessels. The vessels which carry blood from various regions to around our body. Means in our circulatory system, the blood transfers from head to leg and leg to head. This acts in a circulatory manner. These bloods are carried through these vessels and the blood. In blood, there are many components like plasma, blood, and various nutrients are present in our blood systems. But the oxygen is mainly carried by red blood cells, RBCs. RBC cells. The RBC cells contains hemoglobin, which carries oxygen from lungs. Means it binds the hemoglobin protein, binds the oxygen from lungs, and it takes to various parts of our internal organs. Let's see how. This is superior vena cava. The superior vena cava brings blood from the head region. Means the upper region. The heart is here. It brings blood from this upper region to that heart. Means the deoxygenated blood. There is no oxygen in that blood. The deoxygenated blood from the head region comes from the superior vena cava. And there is a inferior vena cava. From where the legs, the deoxygenated bloods are transferred through this inferior vena cava to the heart chambers. And our human heart is made up of 4 chambers. The right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle, and there is a valve which is present in the middle, here and here. It is called as a tricuspid valve, and this is called as a mitral valve or a bicuspid valve. The pulmonary veins means the vessels which carry the deoxygenated blood. Arteries means the blood which carries oxygenated blood. Circulatory system. One is the pulmonary circulatory system, and another one is the systematic circulatory system. The permanent circulatory system consists of the heart and the lungs, and the systematic circulatory system consists of the heart and the internal organs. We are having various organs like liver, stomach, kidney. Here the veins. This is a veins which carries the deoxygenated blood. Let us take this as a story. Here the organs. Here the organs are there. These are the capillaries where the arteries and the veins are intermingled. These are made up of a specialized cells called endothelium. These cells are present over the internal organs. Let us imagine it first. When the blood transfers from the heart. Let us take this is aorta. And here the oxygenated blood comes out. The oxygenated blood comes out from the aorta to the internal organs. Here the internal organs are there. And this oxygen and various minerals, nutrients present in the blood are given to the internal organs. Means for energy production. For energy production, it gives oxygen, various minerals like glucose, nutrients, minerals are carried in the blood through various organs. It also helps for the regulation of our body. Means the temperature is also maintained by the blood vessels. Here the organs take the necessary, means required minerals and oxygen in this arteries and liberate the CO2, which is carbon dioxide, which is exhaled in our body, which is a waste product in our body. The CO2 is carried by the plasma. Plasma is nothing but a watery fluid in which the cells are submerged. The plasma carries out the deoxygenated blood, carbon dioxide to the heart. This is the inferior vena cava. This is the superior vena cava. We have seen already about that. The inferior vena cava transfers the deoxygenated blood to this right atrium. The right atrium contracts and presses over the tricuspid valve. When it presses, it pumps, the blood enters into the right ventricle. Right ventricle pumps the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. The lungs has alveoli sacs where the exchange of gases takes place. The exchange of gases are taking place in the alveoli, where this deoxygenated blood means the blood, it contains no oxygen in that, absence of oxygen, that is transferred to the sacs, alveoli sacs. The alveoli sacs are having the oxygen which we are inhaled during the respiration process. That oxygen is placed in the alveoli, and the blood takes that oxygen in the protein called hemoglobin. The hemoglobin carries that oxygen. Let us take, this is an hemoglobin protein. This is oxygen molecule. It binds to the hemoglobin molecule and takes to this arteries. Here the arteries are consisting of oxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood is again transferred to the left atrium, because if one side it pumps out, the another side it pumps out again to the internal organs to take this process continuously. Okay, if this oxygenated blood enters into the left atrium, this is left atrium. The left atrium contracts to pump the blood inside to the ventricles, right ventricles, and the little bit blood is having it will be here itself. So for more blood to pump out, the heart muscles contract and open the bicuspid valve and then closes it, because the backflow of blood also takes place in this area. So to prevent the backflow of blood, the bicuspid valve closes. This ventricle again contracts to pump out the oxygenated blood to various internal organs. Again, this process takes up continuously for the next